Hi Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your August 2025 full moon reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, so thank you so very much for doing so. And if you're interested in a private reading, a private personalized meditation, a healing, or a gift card, check out my websites, danehartguidedmessages.com or daneharttarot.com. They're listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. All right, Taurus, let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Angels and spirit guides. Ooh, and 2 bonus cards. Lucky you. Okay, Taurus, let me straighten these out. It's just going to bother the heck out of me. Bringing these down, everything into focus. Okay, perfect. Or at least better than before. Let me just take it in. Okay, so this full moon is in Aquarius. We're in Leo time frame, right? This full moon is about the heart, spotlighting the heart. It also coincides and correlates with the Lion's Gate, which is all about manifestation and also the fertility of our ability to manifest what we want forward, the connection with the Nile, flooding, and the prosperity brought to the land, but the balance of too much of a good thing or too little of a good thing coming forward as well. So we're becoming very aware of everything. We can actually feel kind of emotionally and energetically like things are a little bit on edge. So just being aware of that is going to be important. It moves us to the heart of this situation, the heart of this time, and this is the 3 of Cups. And I love the 3 of Cups because the 3 of Cups, as we see right here, it is the connection with those that we truly love, that get us, friends, family. It's just goodness coming forward. The 3 of Cups are those people who will raise their glass to you, who will celebrate you, who want to see you achieve and succeed and really honor who it is that you are without you having to put on pretense or worry. So that's really, really nice. I love that for you. I know you can't see it, but I am smiling so big with the heart being the 3 of Cups, which is like the heart of it all. It's like the 3 of Cups is the heart, it is the joy, it is the success, and it moves us then to the challenge that we face. And this is the 6 of Cups. So our past can be coming in and saying, who the heck do you think you are? Remember when you failed here, and remember when this was wrong, and remember this, and remember that. So Spirit is saying, just be mindful of getting in your own way, being too much in your own head, and being like, oh, well, this happened once upon a time, right? In our history of our story. And so it will happen again. It doesn't have to. It doesn't have to. Our past may define us up to a certain point, but it does not dictate the way that we have to move forward in this world. It moves us then to where we need to focus. And this is the Ace of Swords. This is God's source spirit. However you see the divine, the universe, handing us a gift of creativity, of knowing our mind. I love the Fibonacci. Is it the Fibonacci sequence here? right? With the key to our creativity, our insight. It is the mind, it is the voice, it is the power and the passion of thought coming forward. And that's what we need to focus on. We need to focus on our words. We need to focus on what we want to create in our lives. And it moves us then to the energy that is moving away. And this is the Ace of Pentacles, which we can be saying, no, I don't want the Ace of Pentacles to go. I want that always with me. But the Ace of Pentacles is God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing you a gift of prosperity, of abundance, but also, hey, these are the seeds you need to plant, right? This is what you need to be working on growing. But you've planted them. So now you need to work on nurturing them within yourself. And part of the nurturing them within yourself, Taurus, is going to be to embrace your voice, to, let the creativity of your mind come forward. It doesn't have to be as tactile as planting the seeds or, kind of thinking up this idea, seeing how it moves forward type of deal, which we're very good at. This is a little bit more abstract. It moves us then to our strength. And our strength is the Nine of Cups, which I love. I love that the Nine of Cups for you, Taurus, is your strength. So with the Nine of Cups, it is a wish being granted. It is also a sense of really utilizing your gifts, not apologizing for yourself, which is a huge thing, and really standing in the power of what you want, of who you are, but also saying, I am enough. This is enough. Even if you want to create so much more, even if you have so many more ideas on the horizon, what you're going to see in the here and the now is that you are more than you had imagined you could be. And as you embrace that strength and prosperity within yourself, you're seeing yourself in a new way. You're seeing yourself in a new power. And it brings us to our near future, which is the Lovers. Now, if you're born on the cusp with Gemini, May 21st to June 20th, or if you have Gemini in your chart, that part of your personality can be coming out quite powerfully. Or if you have a Gemini in your life, you might find that they take on a bigger role. But what you're also going to see here, Taurus, is that in this time of embracing the heart, following your heart, following what it is that you love, manifesting what it is that you desire forward, you are really saying, my life is sweet, right? My life is sweet and time is short. I am going to embrace joy fully, absolutely. And it doesn't mean, we run away from responsibilities, join the circus, and do all of that. It could, it could mean that we join the circus, but I do believe very firmly in our responsibilities and taking care of those that we need to take care of. The Lovers comes in and embraces the duality of ourselves. We don't have to be all one way and all the other. And Taurus, we do have a tendency to be like all work and no play, and then get really frustrated with it, and then be all play and no work, and then get really frustrated with that, and we can pendulum swing back and forth. Here, with the Lovers, we are letting ourselves have the duality of being coming forward. We're letting ourselves embrace what we love, though we do not have to love it all the time. So we're also, embracing a fluidity of mind and spirit instead of a rigidity of mind and spirit. And that's going to be really important as well. We get really annoyed at people who are flighty, right? That can be one of our pet peeves. Gemini is chronically known for being flighty. So here, it is also saying that you can embrace whimsy. You can embrace new ideas, new understandings. You might find that this isn't flightiness. It's just knowing when it's not right for you and when it is time to leave. So that's going to be important as well, because sometimes, Taurus, we really dig our heels in, and it's like, no, I have to get it done just this way. And this is going to be a time where we're like, you know what? That's not working. Is it bringing me joy? Is it enhancing my life in any way? Is it leading me forward? Nope. Okay. changing tactics. It moves us then to our advice, and this is the Two of Swords, which is very funny that we just said, changing tactics here, and then the Two of Swords comes in, and it's taking the ideas that we had, and we can have very narrow ideas about things. You do this or you do that. You move left or you move right. And then we're like, well, what about everything in between? What about all of this? And so we start to let new ideas come in. And the advice is, do not hold to that rigidity. Let new ideas come forward. Let, yourself express yourself in the way that your heart longs for. And then it brings us to the environment. And that is the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords means that we definitely take the Ace of Swords gift, right? And we utilize it as the queen. Now, also knowing that the Queen of Swords is the most misunderstood of the queens. She can be seen as kind of the witchy, but with a B queen, She knows what she wants. She's not afraid to say it. She also knows what she's sacrificed and trained for, what she's given her life to. And so she is not going to back down. She does not think that, she's better than anybody else, but she does not think that anybody else is better than her. So there is this, kind of weird dichotomy where people can find that very affronting. But the environment that you're in is embrace the strength of your voice, embrace the strength of your mind. Know that you see things in a clear way, but in a more fluid way than others may around you. And do not lose your voice or your ideas to the bullying of others because they want you to conform in a certain way. So just being aware of that, and especially if you're, embracing love and compassion, if you're walking gently on this earth, let yourself shine. If you do no harm, let yourself shine. It moves us then to our hopes and our fears. And this is the Page of Wands. This is fire sign energy, right? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We are in the Leo time frame. This is our passion coming forward. We are afraid that we will always be seen as the young, impetuous child, right? It doesn't matter our age, but we will never be fully taken seriously. We'll always be searching. We'll always be looking. We'll always be trying to understand. And yet, that is also exactly what we want. We want to always be looking. We want to always be searching. We want to always be seeing things in a new light, a new way, a new passion, new ideas. And that's going to be important for us. So it's kind of like stepping out of caring, like the ego coming in and saying, you should care what everybody thinks. And really saying to ourselves, what do I think about me? And it brings us then to the outcome. And of course, it is the sun. The sun right here, the happiest card in the whole entire deck. It also is the ruling power of Leo. We have the Lionsgate portal in Leo. We have this full moon in Aquarius in Leo. We have Leo being ruled by the sun. And so our spotlight, our tenacity, our determination shines forward. It is also saying, I have a right to shine. I have a right to embrace my strengths and my desires. And it brings us then, and we live happily ever after. We have joy and prosperity and success. And it brings us then to, of course, the bonus cards, which are the Four of Wands, celebration, new ideas, this sense of being aligned towards what you want. Now, the Five of Cups is change your mind, change your life. So you're going to see that you're making certain shifts. You're letting go of what cannot be changed. And you're stepping into what it is that you truly desire and where it is that you want to be. And you're really going to be focusing now on what you love and raising that energy vibration, raising that love, raising that passion in your life and letting it have its proper place. And what you're seeing here in this moon, it's like, I need to let my heart shine. I need to let me shine. And as you do so, let's see what the moon has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. And you have a bonus card. We'll put that right there. It is self-reflection. You're seeing this like time and time again. You're seeing things in new ways, new understandings, even as you embrace the lovers. It's like, what do I love? What do I want? And then it brings us to your commitment is being tested, because as you're reflecting on what you want, what are you committed to? What do you want to move forward in? And it brings us then to action. Now is going to be a time where we take action. The energy is gaining momentum. We're seeing ourselves gaining momentum, gaining, a feistiness, an intuitiveness, a sense of, but this is my soul. And as we do so, the nourishment of our soul and ourselves comes forward, and we meditate, we contemplate, we want to move into action and thinking, okay, let's just charge. But now it's moving into action in a very quiet, in a very personal way that has us seeing ourselves openly and honestly, but has us also going inward. And as we go inward, we work through our fears. We work through our fears, we work through our doubts, we work through the things that have held us back. And as we work through the things that have held us back, we start to see the way that we want to move forward. And maybe even like some of the mistakes we've made along the way that we really could have been persecuting ourselves for. Like, oh, I shouldn't have done this, I should have done that. But now we're looking at it, and it's like, but I needed to learn. I needed to see it in a different way because I never would have known. So let's see what Spirit has to say here. And this is the Blue Jay. And it says here, you are being gifted with blessings of happiness and peace. And so during this moon, there are blessings coming towards you. There are joys coming to you. And they might not be exactly the way that you want them to be. This is going to be a time where I want to say things can get a little bit messy, but it's not even messy. It's just that it's not going to be as expected. I wouldn't be surprised, like the void, of course, is coming to mind, meaning it will not go exactly as you have had planned. So during this moon, don't be rigid with yourself. Don't make these plans and say, oh, I have to follow them just like this. Let yourself explore, because the insight is coming forward. The spotlight is coming forward. Your heart is going to shine more than it has in a really long time. And as you let your heart shine, you are seeing what it is that you desire in a much quieter way, but a much more true to yourself, open way. And it brings us then to the chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly, guide this reading. And this is the inner child. This is the heart chakra. Our inner child comes forward, and there's this sense of joy, there's this sense of play, there's this sense of, discovery. And we might find that we just want to laugh, or we have children in our lives that bring out the silliness in us, and we're like, wow, I haven't laughed, I hadn't had fun like this in a really long time. It brings us then to the energy to be mindful of. But it's by letting our heart shine that we also find ourselves attracted to things that we were when we were young. And it's like, wow, I forgot. I love this so much. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. And this is the Two of Wands. Doors open. Doors open in an exquisite way. But be mindful. Be mindful of certain doors opening, or certain people say, hey, do this, do that. If it doesn't resonate with your voice, you're going to have this gut reaction of like, no, I don't want to do that. But you're going to think, oh, that's silly. That's silly. Why am I being so silly? And it's like, no, you're not being so silly. Your intuitive power is moving you forward. Embrace it. Look at it. Look at you. Because as that door opens, you're letting your honesty guide you. It moves us then to the subconscious spirit message, which is the flicker. And it says, new rhythms are coming into your life now. You are encouraged to trust and adapt. It's not going to be the same as it was, but it's not bad. It's transforming in a way that you're like, oh, I forgot. I forgot that this beauty can come forward. I forgot this aspect of me. It brings us to our chakra message, which is again the heart chakra. And here we have the inner child and forgiveness. Now, we could be needing to forgive the inner child, needing to forgive certain aspects of our childhood that come forward. But forgiveness is also saying, I'm not forgiving everybody that has wronged me and hurt me, right? I'm forgiving myself. I'm forgiving the pain that has been in my heart for too long, the weight that I have put on my shoulders that I did not need. And as I forgive myself, I set that child free within me, but I set myself free. It moves us to our subconscious energy to be mindful of. Do not think you're wrong, because you see the world differently. Now, our subconscious tarot message is the Two of Wands. That's why Spirit said doors are opening, but you need to trust your intuitive self to walk through and to say, this is right for me, because there's going to be a door that opens and everybody's like, you should do this, but it's not right for you, so you shouldn't. Then the subconscious moon is surrender. Nothing is yet set in stone. Surrender. Surrender to the power of the moon, to the ever-changing face of our lives and ourselves, because nothing is yet set in stone. Nothing is set in stone. And even stones will wash away and become sand over time. So let yourself, give yourself grace. Let yourself free yourself from the constraints of others and the constraint of what we thought we were supposed to be. All right, Taurus, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Taurus. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. Have a blessed moon and a blessed life. Bye.